that stage. Now we're coming in with just the Calvaire rover for a powered landing. Hello, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Hardcore with Tabarnouche Interplanetary. We are just about ready to look at the moon program, start thinking about sending a Kerbal to the moon. But in order to take on this strategy, we'd have to give up on to boldly go, which is giving us 15,000 bonus funds every time we get science from a new biome. And there are a bunch of biomes on the moon that we haven't tackled yet. So, given that our previous rover mission to the moon was only technically a success, unable to actually rove, and I noticed that we've got another identical mission, send a rover to the moon. So let's do that. Let's send a rover to the moon with no intention of bringing it back. And this time, we'll build it for a softer landing. We've got plenty of science, so let's see what nodes might be helpful for a rover to the moon mission. I think landing doesn't give us any better wheels, but it gives us a new science experiment, which is perfect. So we'll take that. Flight control, RCS should be nice, but definitely not necessary. I think we might go with miniaturization. Get a lighter probe core. Let's do it. Okay, now our last rover we built in the VAB, but we were basically just strapping 3 wheels onto our existing probe. To properly build a rover, I always prefer to do it in the spaceplane hangar. So let's unlock our new probe. See, it comes with a pretty good electric charge. We don't need to add a battery, but we should add a small reaction wheel. We're going to want to add some fuel tanks because this is going to also be our landing stage. We'll use the Oscar B fuel tanks, nice and small. Even with just one, let's throw on the spark engine and see. That is a lot of Delta V. 1 Oscar B fuel tank for our landing stage is going to be sufficient. Fuel cell, so we can make use of that extra fuel we have left. A solar panel. We're going to spend the 6,000 for these bigger solar panels. Let's put it on like that, and then we'll move our fuel cell to the front. There we go. Beautiful. Now all we need is some wheels. Mirror symmetry. 2 there. And 2 there. Turn off the steering on the rear wheels. I think that is our rover. We also need to put on 5 antennae. You can maybe get away with 4. But we found last time that 5 really did provide us with the redundancy that we needed. These are same extending and then rotating trick because we're going to put these inside the fairing. Remember, this thing's going to be rotated on its ass when we're actually putting it on the rocket. I'll rotate those out just slightly because I don't like the way they're clipping into the solar panel right now. Now the question is, do we add a 5th? Let's see how much science we want to put on in a perfect world. We need a flight computer. That's non-negotiable. We'll need 1 though. Okay, we want to put on a thermometer. We want to put on a barometer. We want to put on this new seismic accelerator. 8,000 to unlock. Totally worth it. So that comes to 18 parts. I'm going to throw on that 1 more antenna just because I would hate to lose connection just as we're landing on the moon. That's going to block the solar panel, isn't it? Ha. Okay. A little bit more fiddling. Extended? No. More fiddling to do. It's 19 parts. This is Calvaire 2. Let's see if we can get a launch system for it for just 11 parts that'll put it on the moon. So I've just now noticed that our QBE probe does not have a prograde hold. It's going to be manual piloting all the way. Hopefully that's not a complication when it comes time to land. It'll be fine for the ascent. You ready, Calvaire? You ready to go to the moon? Wheels are not yet broken. Good sign. The solar panel's not showing as being blocked by the antenna. That's good. I was a little worried about that. And we're quickly approaching a stable orbit. Let's circularize. Okay, so it's going to take 591 meters per second delta V for us to cancel the momentum of our flyby, and then we're going to choose a landing spot. Should have enough on our transfer stage to pretty much land, but we are going to switch to the Spark. Make sure we get a soft landing in the end. Okay, that's not quite a circle, because our lunar periapsis is, well, inside the moon. We're going to burn radial out a little bit, and just stretch our orbit, just ever so slightly. Now, we have to decide where we want to land. The biomes we've already visited: East Crater, Farside Crater, Lowlands, Highlands. We would like to land on the border between two that are not on that list. Well, let's get closer to the moon and take a look. We'll get a comms blackout when we go on the far side of the moon from Kerbal. And then as soon as we come back to where we have communications again, we'll start looking for somewhere to actually land. Canyons. Midlands. Canyons might be a bit of a challenge on our four little wheels. As soon as we get a glimpse of Kerbal coming back around this side of the moon, we should start to get our comms again. There we go. We have a connection. We're still over the Midlands. Let's start burning retrograde and see what our landed biome starts to read. Landing in the Midlands would be fine. Let's see if we can find a nice boundary. Oh, and we've lost our connection again. What's happened here? Are we out of batteries? No. Do we not have... Oh, I guess our comm satellite has just passed beyond the moon. Let's give it a second. It should come back. I'm glad we stopped our burn in time. Okay. We have probe control. We're over the far side crater, which is somewhere that we definitely don't want to land. Let's wait and see where our biomes say again. Although, in fact, we're currently landing in the Midlands. No, but we don't want to land way over there. Okay. Midlands now. Let's go back to burning retrograde. Midlands, lowlands, Midlands, lowlands. We've landed in the lowlands. Northwest crater. Northwest crater is interesting. Let's see if there's a boundary of the northwest crater and somewhere else that we haven't been. We're going to burn very gently now. There we go. Midlands on the edge of the crater. Perfect. Let's land there. Suicide burn, 44 minutes. Okay, we're going to point ourselves retrograde. And we're going to empty the tank on our transfer stage. We've got not quite enough to get us to 0, but that's fine. The spark will easily handle the rest. There we go. Throttle to 0. Dump that stage. Now we're coming in with just the Calvaire rover. For a powered landing. There's the northwest crater biome right there. We're currently flying in the lowland, landing in the lowlands, so we're going to have to drive over to find the Midlands as well. That's totally fine. As long as we don't break our wheels, we can drive and visit multiple biomes. That's fine. And we'll get the science we haven't gone from the lowlands before as well while we're at it. So all we have to do is land without a retrograde or radial out hold. It's going to be some technical manual flying. The weight imbalance here without the retrograde hold is really noticeable. Taking a lot of rapid key pressing to keep us on that retrograde course. We're over 20-degree slope, which is pretty serious. Okay. Time to try and correct the rest of our horizontal momentum so we can come in straight down. Good. Want to rotate ourselves. Oh, nope. Looking good. Looking good as if fiddly on the controls. Okay, we're down. We don't want to fall onto our antennas. Brakes on. Are we landed or are we bouncing? Do we not have brakes? Are our wheels broken? Our wheels are not broken. We're landed in the lowlands. Did not choose the smoothest landing field, but I call that a complete success. Let's take our seismic scan of the lowlands and send it home. And now, we're going to see if this thing can actually drive. Look at that.